If you're a cat owner, you've probably caught your feline friend snoozing in some pretty bizarre positions. But did you know that the way your cat sleeps can actually tell you a lot about their mood, well-being, and even their level of trust in you? Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of cat sleeping positions. I'll break down what each position means and what it could be telling you about your kitty. So, if you've ever wondered why your cat loves curling up in a box, or what their Superman pose is all about, stay tuned. Before we start talking about positions, let's quickly touch on why cats sleep so much in the first place. Cats are crepuscular creatures. This means they're most active during twilight. That's the early morning or evening hours. They're not quite nocturnal, but they definitely have a preference for nighttime adventures. You've surely noticed this with your cat, where as soon as it starts to get dark in the evening, or right before the sun rises in the morning, they are all hands on deck, loud, frisky, and ready for action. So when your cat seems like they're snoozing all day, it's because they're recharging for their peak activity times in the morning and evening. Now, let's talk about those interesting sleeping positions. First up is the classic curled up position. If you've ever seen your cat curled into a tight little ball, it's probably one of their most common sleeping postures. This cat curl is not just about comfort, it's also practical. By curling up, your cat conserves body heat and keeps their vital organs protected. If you spot your cat sleeping in this position, it's likely they're feeling a bit vulnerable or are simply seeking warmth. Either way, it's a sign that they feel secure enough to rest. Next, we've got the cat loaf position. You know the one. It's where your cat tucks their paws under their body and sits up straight, looking like a loaf of bread. It's cute, but also serves a purpose. The posture helps conserve body heat and protects their belly, but here's the interesting part. When a cat sleeps like this, they're also ready for action. They're calm and comfortable, but they're always prepared to leap into action if something catches their attention. It's like their way of saying, I'm relaxed, but I'm ready for everything. You've probably noticed your cat sleeping with their eyes half closed. It can look like they're on the verge of drifting off, or just squinting at you. This is often a sign of light sleep. When they're in this state, they can quickly wake up and stay alert to any changes in their environment. Cats are constantly assessing their surroundings, even when they seem to be resting. Now, if your cat is sleeping with their eyes completely open, it could be because they're in REM sleep, the stage where they dream just like us. However, if you notice other signs of discomfort, like eye swelling, pawing at their eyes, or behavioral changes, you might want to get them checked out by a vet. Sometimes cats sleep with their paws over their face, and it's not just a cute habit. It serves a practical purpose, just like how we use sleep masks. This position helps block out light, especially if your cat is trying to nap in a bright room. If your cat's face is deeply buried in their paws, it could mean they're seeking some solitude. They might want a quiet, cozy space to nap, away from distractions. If you see cats sleeping on their side, fully stretched out, that's usually a sign of total relaxation. This position shows a high level of trust because your cat is in a vulnerable state. They're leaving their vital organs exposed, but they feel safe enough in their environment to do so. It also means they're in a deep, comfortable sleep. And just like with other positions, there's always ready to spring into action if needed. So it's not all that risky for them to sleep in such a vulnerable position. Now, here's where things get interesting. Have you ever caught your cat sleeping in what looks like a twisted pretzel? They might have their front legs one way and their back legs twisted another direction, with their head at an odd angle. It looks uncomfortable to us, but trust me, cats can contort their bodies in ways that are completely natural for them. Their flexible bodies allow them to sleep in those quirky positions without feeling discomfort. So when your cat sleeps like this, it's just another sign that they're feeling perfectly cozy and secure. Occasionally, you might catch your cat sleeping upright, like a little old man. They'll be sitting with their tail wrapped around their paws, exposing their belly. It's a ready-for-anything pose, allowing them to stay alert while still seeming calm. Plus, it's great for grooming their belly, and it helps support their back muscles. But don't be fooled. The moment something piques their interest, they're up and ready to move. The belly up position is one of the most vulnerable postures your cat can adopt. It's a sign of extreme trust. In the wild, showing your belly would leave you open to attack. So when a cat exposes their belly in front of you, they're showing that they feel completely safe in their environment. You might also notice your cat doing this when you arrive back home. Usually, the moment I open my front door, my cat Pixie is laying on her back, rolling around on the ground and waiting for me. It's kind of her way of greeting me, and it's quite touching, at least until she starts leading me over to the food bowl. But be careful. Despite how adorable it is, many cats still have a reflex to protect their belly. I remember the first time a client joked with me about how his cat Zeke, it was his way of setting up a trap for when you were tempted to pet his soft belly. So, while they might seem relaxed, it's best not to try and pet them unless you know they're okay with it. Then there's the Superman pose. This one's always fun. Your cat stretches out flat on their belly with all four legs extended, looking like they're ready to fly. This position indicates deep sleep, and it shows that your cat feels safe and secure in their surroundings. They may choose this pose on warm surfaces like fuzzy blankets, but in warmer conditions, they'll also stretch out on their cooler floors to regulate their body temperature. You've probably noticed that your cat loves to climb into boxes. The moment I put a box on the floor after receiving a package in the mail, my cat is already hovering around it, sniffing, if not already inside of it, making herself comfortable. This behavior is instinctual. They're both predators and prey, so finding secure, confined spaces gives them a sense of safety. Boxes provide warmth, shelter, and a strategic vantage point. But if you ever find your cat sleeping in their litter box, that's potentially a red flag. It could signal a medical issue, and you should consult with your vet. Many cats love burrowing under blankets or pillows to sleep. It's a behavior rooted in their instinct to find warmth and security. Your scent on blankets also provides a sense of familiarity, which is incredibly comforting for them. In fact, we usually recommend to clients who have never hired a pet sitter before or have a cat that is prone to separation anxiety to leave out a blanket or article of their clothing that they haven't yet washed on the bed or wherever their cat sleeps, as it can help serve as a calming mechanism for the cat by having a familiar scent for them. Finally, let's talk about how your cat sleeps with you. If they sleep next to you but not directly on top of you, it's a sign of trust. They like being close, but they also appreciate their personal space. My cat Pixie loves to have her tail or butt touch me while laying next to me in bed, but not the rest of her body. Sometimes it is annoying, and if I move over an inch, her butt moves over as well, making it more annoying. If your cat sleeps on your feet or between your legs, it's likely because they feel safe, warm, and secure. They're also close to you, but have an easy escape route if needed. If your cat sleeps on your chest, they're seeking comfort from your heartbeat and the warmth of your body. It's their way of bonding with you and feeling secure. Again, with my cat Pixie, our nightly habit every night is as soon as I turn off the bedside lamp, she jumps up onto the bed and onto my chest to first knead my belly, then turn around and lay on my chest for the next 5 minutes or so. So why do cats change their sleeping positions? It's partly because they're just adjusting to what's most comfortable, but it's also linked to their instincts. As both predators and prey, cats need to stay alert, even when they're resting. The variety in sleeping positions allows them to stay ready for anything. So there you have it, whether they're curled up in a ball or sleeping on your chest, each position gives you a valuable insight into how your cat is feeling. Thanks for watching. If you've noticed any interesting sleeping positions with your cat, drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear about them. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more cat content, and I'll see you in the next one.